Hey, welcome back. It's KB here, and today I'm going to show you the new Android OS for the laptops and computers. So the thing is, if you have an old laptop or computer which runs really slow and you don't know what to do with that, then simply, in my opinion, you should install the Android OS on it, especially if your laptop or computer is really slow. For the slower laptops and computers, in my opinion, Android OS is far better than the Windows system. So you may have heard about the Remix OS or Phoenix OS for the laptops and computers, and those are the most popular Android OS for the laptops and computers. So today I'm going to show you the new Android OS because some of the most popular Android OS for laptops or computers are not getting the updates. Especially the Remix OS for laptops is just dead. We haven't got any update from a long time now. I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 years. And the Remix OS, the most popular Android OS for the laptops, is just completely dead because of the updates. There is no new updates. So that's why welcome to the new Android OS, which is Prime OS for laptop or computer. Here you can learn about this OS, Prime OS, and you can see here this is running on Android Nougat 7.1.2 and base kernel is 4.9 LTS Google, something like that. If you don't like to read the technical things, you can download the installer or ISO file for the 64-bit or 32-bit. So it depends on you what type of system you have. And you can also visit the official site of the Prime OS and you can download the installer or ISO from here. So it's just simple and you can install it. So if you don't know how to install the Android OS on your laptop or computer, you can always do the Google. There are many thousands of tutorials. It doesn't matter what type of Android OS you have. Every Android OS installation is same. So yeah, just do the Google because there are thousands of tutorials you can find out. So now let's take a look at the Prime OS. Alright, first of all, I want to clear one thing, that I'm running this Prime OS in my virtual machine, not in my hard drive. So some things might not work for me because you actually need to install it in your hard drive so everything will work. But for now, I can at least give you the demo and how this Prime OS is different than the another OSs like Phoenix OS or the Remix OS. Okay, so this is the start menu and desktop. Here you can access all of your application and everything. So let me go into the settings and there we go. We have the windowed mode. We can go into the full screen. We can go into the windowed mode just like the Windows OS. Okay, let's go into the about device and you can see it's running on 7.1.2, which is the Android 7 or Nougat. Okay, and it has all the settings like the actual Android phone. So it's way different than the Phoenix OS. It's kind of similar to Remix OS, but as I told you before that Remix OS is dead because we haven't got any update. But this is a brand new OS, so you can expect the new updates till 1 year. If the development goes like well, everybody starts to use this OS, then it will get more updates in the future too. So for now, it's okay to use the Prime OS because this is just brand new OS for the laptops and computers. So it feels like a real phone and yeah, just like a computer too. Like you can see the start menu right there. Let's open the Google Play Store and see what we can download and how it's working. Okay, so this is the Google Play Store. Let's go full screen and so whatever application or game you see here in the Google Play Store, that will be supported by the Prime OS. So you can also play the PUBG with your keyboard and mouse. There's whenever you open the game, there will be a key mapper tool just like a emulator, and you can map your keys and play the game with your mouse and keyboard. Okay, now let's open the Google Chrome and test it out how it works. I'm just gonna search for my site actually. Why not? Okay, it's in my language, but I'm gonna change it to English. And there we go, my site, and everything looks fine. It's loading pretty fast. Even if I'm running in virtual machine, it feels really smooth. But if you install it in your actual hard drive, it will just amaze you, because Android is lightweight operating system for the laptops. It's really lightweight, and you can also play all games, heavy games, without any lag. Okay, especially if you have an old laptop. Even if you have a brand new laptop, you want to try the Android OS, you can also do the dual boot. So now let's talk about one more thing which is pretty amazing, and I think every Android OS has that, and that is the go into the about device, system updates, check for updates, and you will see that I have an update available, and you don't actually have to reinstall this whenever there is a new update. You will get the update within this system. So pretty amazing. So they are giving us a update, and that is the main reason why I'm making this video. Now if you go into the Prime OS settings, here you can see that you have a root option too. So if you want to use the root, then you can also simply enable the root apps and ADB or ADB only or apps only. So if you want to use the root is pre-installed. You just have to enable it, and that's it. This is the Prime OS, new Android OS for the laptops and computers. And if you have a question in your mind, how is this different from the Remix OS or Phoenix OS? Remix OS, as I told you before, that the Remix OS is dead OS. We are not getting any updates, so that's why we need new Android OS which gets update regularly. So that is the reason that this is way better than the Remix OS, and this is maybe faster than the Remix OS. Okay, left Phoenix OS. If you use the Phoenix OS, the Phoenix OS has their own skin in the Android. If you open the settings, you may see different style in the settings and in the start menu and everything, because the Phoenix OS is developed by some Chinese developers, and this Prime OS is developed by some Indian developers. So you can expect everything in English for the Prime OS. If you have installed or if you use the Phoenix OS, I'm sure that you know that in Phoenix OS there are some Chinese applications too. And Prime OS is a lot cleaner than the Phoenix OS. Because of the development region, because they have some Chinese stuff in the Phoenix OS and all that kind of stuff. So that is the difference between Phoenix OS and the Prime OS. And the Remix OS is just completely dead. In my opinion, Prime OS is the best Android OS for the laptops and computers right now, because it is brand new and we will get the updates, and it's clean and fresh Android. And I think I lost my electricity and it's kind of dark now. So yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed this. I will put a link in the description for the Prime OS. You can go there and download the Prime OS and try it out, and hope you will enjoy this new Android OS for your laptop and computer. That's it. I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself and have fun. Bye bye. My electricity is gone.